Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. My name is Ruth and this is HERBALIKAL inside HERBALIKAL for You channel. This is the clinical part of the herbalism that I am trying to bring to you in this channel. And I am here today with my first video, a complete video, to explain what HERBALIKAL is all about. First, I would like to introduce the clinical part. The clinical part of HERBALIKAL is a herbal clinic that I run in a private setting, and it's all about helping people with remedies, if you want to call it, or herbal preparations according to what they need. We make preparations, herbal preparations, according to what the person is suffering about and what is the specific problem or issue that they need help with. Herbals are known to aid with different situations and different illness from the person. And as an experienced person that have been through that myself, my own self-experience and my family, I have to tell you, it was very hard for me to see certain members of the family go through illness and things that I could have helped them with. But the truth is that it's never late for anything. And recently we started new projects and different ideas so that we can bring it around the world and hopefully help some of you and your families with different situations. Herbs are meant to help the human being in different ways. We're not saying that with this you will be cured of any illness, but herbs are known to help or aid with different types of illness and bacterial and you know, and stuff that sickness that people are suffering from. For example, I have a testimonial. My husband, he was suffering from a really bad hernia, and it was very swollen, very inflamed. He had it for about a year because he works in construction, lifting of heavy stuff. And I decided to make a preparation for him. He's the type of person that does not like drinking too many herbal stuff, but I convinced him. And so I worked on an infusion for him, what we call an infusion, and I added a couple of herbs that help with inflammation, digestive system, because that's related to that as well. I also added there something to relax him because he also had anxiety, and also to help him sleep at night, relax his muscle, etc. And the way I combine it was meant specifically for him, knowing his medical side, which is very important for us to know if you are allergic to anything, because of the fact that plants are natural. However, some people are allergic to some of their stuff. Example, me, I'm allergic to aloe, and I don't know anyone who's allergic to aloe. It's funny that way. I'm not sure why I'm allergic to aloe, because aloe is a really good plant. It gives 15% of immunity to people, and when you combine it with other herbs, it does tremendous job in healing and other stuff. I added that at the beginning for his infusion, but it didn't help. So I play with it and I mix and match, and that's the reason why in this clinic we need to get to know the person and do like a research and a triage, or however you want to call it, to find out what are the things that the person needs the most. Everybody's immune system is different. Everybody's body reacts differently to different herbs. So we have to combine them in a way that they do not interfere with your life or can cause any allergic reaction. You will hardly hear of any cases in which a person develop any allergic reactions or any side effects at all from herbs. However, there are people that do have that. I am also allergic to lavender. Isn't that something? I love lavender. As a matter of fact, I'm using lavender in a potion that I'm making today. And why do I say potion? I'll get to that in a while. But lavender is a wonderful flower that does so many things, and I'm gonna get to you on that one because I have a list for you today of the herbs that I'm using today for today's preparation, and I will tell you what they do, what are the benefits in the medical way, and also what are the properties in the spiritual way. And I will say in a while what do I mean by spiritual. But first, I just would like to tell you about the end of this testimonial. And I call it testimonial because, you know, people testify about what. It's a funny way to say it, but at the same time, it gives them more drama. Anyway, he started taking the preparation, the infusion that I made for him actually, and after the third day, his hernia started going down. The inflammation started going down, and he was very happy. He hasn't had release for a year. The problem with him is that he goes back to the same work, so you know the hernia tends to be there. But with this infusion, it's going down slowly because of the fact that he goes back to work and do the same thing. But if you were to take a rest, something he cannot do yet, but we're working on that. If you were to take a rest and stay home with this infusion, you will get better, much better, because it is helping him and he's still going back to work to do the same thing. So, you know, the herbs are something natural. They work slower in your body, just like any natural supplement, because it is absorbed by your body a little slower than prescribed medications. I was a registered nurse for 30 years and I dealt with that. I know what the medications are for, what they do, etc. And what a big difference. I became an herbalist because I still wanted to help people, even though I retired from the medical field. I discovered that, beginning with myself, I believe that going natural is the best way. But that's up to you. If you're here in my channel today, it's because you're interested, at least a little bit, on knowing that, right? So I am here to inform you. And I would like to say this before I continue and give you the list of all the herbal things, herbal plants that we're using today. I would like to give us a chance to grow with you. And if you like our stuff, please let us know. Give us a like, a comment if you want, and subscribe, because that's going to help us grow. If you don't like it, then we understand, but we are here to try to make the best out of this channel. We have so many ideas for this channel coming up. I posted 2 videos to show you more or less what the idea of Herbalical is, but I didn't mention the part of the natural mixed with magic, because I wanted to be a surprise. And the truth of the matter is that Herbalical it's inspired by both. I practice herbalism, but I also practice magic, Wicca, whatever you want to call it. And the reason why I combine both things is because I believe that magic will enhance better the results of every single preparation, herbal preparation. But I do hope that you stay with us, because we have a lot of ideas coming up. We will be giving you recipes for herbal remedies at home so that you can try them and see if they can help with your condition. We also have recipes for foods that are herbal, organic / but we also have recipes for potions, cauldron work, magical stuff, how I combine it. It's a lot of stuff, family, hopefully a lot of fun for you. And if you're suffering from any condition, diabetes, high blood pressure, thyroid problems, hormonal weight problems, I have to tell you something about that. And I lost weight. I am not a thin person. I weigh 130 right now, and I'm not afraid to say that, but I was weighing 170, and with one of my preparations I lost a lot of weight. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you this list, and after that I'm gonna give you the information on how you can contact us and how you can get involved so that we can help you with your situation if you have. Okay, let's start with the herbalist. Today we are working on roses. It was one of the flowers that I'm using for the herbal oil potion. That's what we're doing today. So we're making, again, you know, the mix of the herbals and the magic, and we'll go into my kitchen, my herbal kitchen, and I'll show you every step. So don't go away, because it's gonna be fun. Number 1 is roses, and in the medical side of it, it's good with weight loss. It's good, and it gives antioxidants, and because antioxidants are what protect your skin from the free radicals. And so this is the way why I chose this specific flower today, and I will explain to you when I tell you what the potion that I'm making. And it's also good for acne, skin issues, so this is what we're using it today. The spiritual part of roses is that it's used for love, health, you know, good luck, protection, spells, etc. And so it's mostly used for when we're doing a love potion, but because of the benefits, that additional benefits that it has for the skin and everything else, well, you know, we can use it for other potions, such as the one that I'm doing today. A rose tea is really, really good as a matter of fact, because rose teas can also help you with the digestive system and cleansing. So you want to do that too. Now let's go next to the lavender, which I was saying before. We do body oils like the video show. We do hair stuff like shampoo. We also take care of your pet. So if you have a pet that has a specific skin problem and it is a specific shampoo and you cannot find it, talk to me, let us know. We'll design it for your pet. Now let's move on to the lavender. The medical side of the lavender, it helps with depression, anxiety. It helps manage diabetes. It supports brain function, pain, especially the back. It's also good for the skin health. That's why I'm using it today, for the hair growth, and it may aid with cancer. We have to say may because it's not a medication, and we cannot say that it heals because herbals don't heal. But I have experience with herbal stuff that it does the work. Now let's go to the spiritual side of the lavender. We use it for joy. You know, when you have essential oil infuser, if you have one at home, when you use the lavender, it tends to calm you down as well. Also, when you drink a lavender tea, it's very calming. So keep that in mind. You mix it with chamomile if you need an additional word for that, and it's great. It's also good for beauty. That's why we're using it today. Pain relief, and it heals skin. Now keep up with me. The next one is marjoram. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. It's in the family of oregano thyme, and it looks like it, but it's not. And this wonderful plant also helps with inflammation. Is anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, digestive. When you have digestive issues, it helps with the ears, diabetes. You know, like if you have ear infections or earache, diabetes. It helps with aiding with the control of the diabetes, blood sugar levels, which is also included there, and also it helps with blood circulation. See, this spiritual part of marjoram it's a love potion. We use it for love potions as well as the roses. We use it for healing because it has, you know, healing powers and cleansing, purifications, this, you know, like dispelling that negativity, and it draws wealth. The potion that I'm making today is an oil infusion called Beauty and Youth. So this potion will help you with the beauty and the youth and the skin and the softness of your skin, and, you know, less wrinkles, and it's going to beautify you. I know that is hard to believe, but it works, trust me. And we have every detail to show you today so that you can follow us in that potion. It's exciting, and you learn a lot of stuff. Before I leave this section, I will explain to you real quick how the clinical works. We have a webpage. You contact us either email or phone, and you make an appointment with us. We sit with you, we study your situation, we'll talk to you and analyze what your problem is, and we will try to design an infusion or tea or tincture or whichever it is, because it's more than once, and we'll explain to you when you come, and we'll design it specifically for your need. We take our time. We use only organic, natural herbs, either dry or fresh, and other natural ingredients, and sometimes we use essential oils, something that I will explain little by little as we go in the videos in this channel, what they do, how to use them, and what they do, whether they have side effects or not, and, you know, all that good stuff. Also check out our webpage. It's herbalikal.wixsite.com/herbs. Check it out, and hey, we have something really cool, a page that is called Design Your Own Product. Go check it out. I think you might love it, because you go to the page, you fill out the information, you follow instructions, and you can design your own preparation with us. You just tell us what you need, we get it ready for you, and we put it together. Red roses petals, dry. 6 yellow rose petals, dry. 2 spoons of lavender buds, dry. 10 pieces of orange peels, also dry. 5 for crushing and 5 for the cauldron. Marjoram leaves, 4. 1 to 2 cups of olive oil. Moon water, papilio wand, 4 drops of essential oils, rose fragrance, 1 rose quartz, and 1 spoon of the brew. That is done. Very interesting. This is a job. The marjoram leaves. It says that we need 4 of them. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, these are dry herbs. We need 6 red rose petals. Let's go get that. Yellow roses here, and I also had the red roses here. Dry petals. Okay, let's take care of that. Okay, so I'm going to start with the yellow roses, and it needs 6, so I'm going to get 6 rose petals. 1, 2, 3, that one is 1, 4, 5, looking for a bigger one, and 6. All right, now the red roses, 6 of them as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Great. Next step is 2 spoons of lavender. Lavender is over here. Lavender butts. It smells really good, right? Okay, 2 spoons. 1, 2. Okay, the next is 10 pieces of orange peel. Okay, let's get that ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because a little piece went in, and 10. Okay. Okay. You have to do this delicately, but make sure that when you crush, you really crush there, because the more you crush the herbs, the more the fragrance and the flavor will come out in the infusion. I'm going to take out the 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 pieces of the orange that we're going to need for the cauldron. These cups are ready to put in the jar. Take the glass jar and you put them inside. You can pour pour them, but you can brush them with a spoon. I like the spoon because I really hate making messes of them. But this is good. Make sure you get all of those herbs in. I would like to say something about the lavender. Some people, like me, are allergic to lavender. The essential oil and also the flower. It gives me allergy in my skin and especially in my scalp if I use it in a shampoo. So be warned about that and be alert that if you're allergic to lavender, then you shouldn't put lavender. You can substitute it with chamomile, which is really good. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the olive oil, which I have here. I'm going to cover that up with some plastic wrap. Back. Take this. It's really tight. Shake it a little bit. We're going to put this in a window and make sure that the window is nice and hot with the sun, and we will keep it there for 2 weeks. Okay, so that before we continue with the stirring and the spells, I need to remind you that for this procedure we need to use the moon water. Remember, I have the moon water here in my favorite container, and what I did is I got it ready the last full moon from last month, which was August. Yes, and we had a great, wonderful moon. And so what you do is you wait for the full moon to come out. Make sure that it's showing up in the sky in full mode. You place the water in any container. It could be one of these, a larger one, and you leave it on open, facing up and letting the moon do the energy and get the energy into the water. The best time to leave that is from 1 to 3 hours, but if you can leave it overnight, it's great. Just make sure that you get that before the sun comes out. So here we add in the moon water. Now we're ready to put the orange peels inside the cauldron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the cauldron now is boiling, of course, as you can see. We stir it. As a recipe calls, not just for the one, it also calls for a rose quartz. Rose quartz, it's good to do this spell because quartz is also used, rose quartz is also used for spells that have something to do with love and beauty and things like that. I'm going to use my clear quartz today because it's one of my favorites, and although the rose quartz is great, you can use that too. When you don't have the right quartz to use the spell, you always can use the clear one. I do have the quartz, the rose quartz, but I prefer this one. This is my favorite. This is one I carry everywhere and that I do most of my spell with. But I just need you to know that the rose quartz is actually for the spell, but they both work. Okay, so holding it in my power hand, which is the left one, I'm going to start the pot with the orange peels clockwise to the left. 1, 2, and 3. Now I hold the one, and before the brew is done, I shall say the spell words. Oil some flowers, winds and water, make this potion to my like. Beauty and youth I shall bear, with love, courage, and no despair. So mote it be from this day forth. It is done. Now let's get some of that water. So that we can put some of that oil. So here we are with the mix. This is what it looks like after the 2 weeks. Sometimes it gets darker. So now what we proceed, we'll cover that, and what we're going to do is we're going to strain that oil into another container before we place it in the potion bottle. After we do this, we'll add that water with the orange peel essence. Okay, let's see. We strain it little by little. Make sure that every herb stays in the streamer. It's also great to use a cheesecloth strainer or bamboo cloth if you prefer. I prefer this one because it's really thin. I always use it for everything. Make sure that you squeeze all the oil in there. Okay. Now this oil is ready for the orange peel. Okay, so I have here the potion bottle, but before I add the oil, I'm going to add first the 2 spoons of the orange essence mix. Then I'm going to add the oil. See, the color is different. This is the olive oil from before. See? And this is after the infusion is ready. Sometimes it gets darker depending on how much plant herb you add to it. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to decorate this bottle. Okay, and I'm going to cut a decent length this way, and I'm going to write this tag that I'm going to be using to put it in there. So I look like the hard cloth, and it's really nice. Let's write that. Okay. Now let's proceed to put it in the bottle. Okay, and there you have it. Really nice. As a gift, what you can do is you can give it as it is, and you can wrap it really nice with a paper, or you can always put it on a pouch such as this. And you give it as a gift. Until next time, let magic guide you. Remember, magic is all around us. All you have to do is believe. Magic is all around us. From the moment we get up to the moment we go back to sleep. It's like a wonderful, beautiful thing that is something that you can even breathe on. You know that magic is around you. You know that you can move on. It's that energy that keeps you going. Every day you think positive, the energy will grow. Feel it around you. Become that. hug a tree whenever you have a chance. That also brings you energy. We owe a lot to nature. And no matter what happens, whether we exist or not, whether we create or not, magic and nature, they're all here to stay. Isn't this cozy? Relaxing, having a cup of tea, herbal tea. Today I'm having a wonderful, tasteful chamomile, honey, and a little bit of mint in my herbal tea. Hey guys, every time you watch my channel, I'm going to be with you having some wonderful tea that I make, and every day I will tell you what I put in it, how it's done, etc, etc. So if you want hints, if you want tips of what tea to bring for what reason, just watch my channel and I'll guide you to it, okay? This one is so great. We'll share it together, we'll drink it together, okay? And we'll enjoy the information as well. Alright, I would like to share with you the inspiration behind the name Herbalical. Herbalical is a name that it was inspired by the fact that I'm an herbalist and I love herbs, but also because, like I told you, I practice magic and I love magic. So Herbalical from magical, except for the K-A-L, because there's a difference between magic with G-I-C and magic with the K-A-L at the end. Why? Because magic with the G, I'm not sure if a lot of people know, but it's that magic that people practice for, you know, just magic shows and circus and stuff like that. Right. The magic that I'm talking about with K-A-L is the magic that involves that power that surrounds us, like you heard before, and that we use for energy, we use for spells and potions and different things like that, okay? All right, good. So the section for the spiritual part, magical part, then that's Herbalical for you, because I decided that what I know, what I practice, I'm sharing with you the knowledge that I have. And you know, I'm not the 100% expert of years and many years, but I have my time doing it, and I'm very happy for that, because I discover a lot of good things that I know you can discover as well. Okay, so follow me in this channel and we'll get there together. All right, now I have something like a little information to give you. For instance, the moon water that I use in the magical kitchen thing, Herbalical kitchen. The moon water is collected by the day of the full moon, and what I do is I go outside with a container, either glass, could be metal, or wood. I fill it up with spring water and or blessed water, whichever you want to call, or decide to, and according to the amount that you have, you just fill out the container, and then you place it outside when you're waiting for the full moon, and anywhere around you or next to it, to make sure that the moon is really high and it's facing down at 90 degrees, and that will be better. And then you leave it there from 3 hours to overnight. It's always better to leave it overnight, because you don't want to leave it about power, but energy you receive in the water. Because the thing is that the full moons are not just one day. Full moons are the day before and the day after. They still full. They also call full moons. Why? Because the moon is not full like you see it the day that it comes out. But remember, we live in different parts of the world, so everybody has a full moon in different time, and so the full moon is always the full moon. It's just not in your area at the moment, but it's still full moon the next day. For those of you who are not familiar with this, you can do the same thing with the sun. You can also bless the water and put the same magic with the sun. The sun works just like the moon. It has its timing for being full. The full sun versus full moon, the difference is just day and night. Those people who like the sun better, or there's people that like the moon better. I like dealing with the moon when it comes to my magical items and the altar items. However, when it comes to energizing some of my stones, I rather do it with the sun. And what I do is full moon of the sun is what I call it. Full sun is at 12 midnight, noon. In the afternoon, 12 noon. That's what we consider the full sun. Okay, so you might want to do it. Now, if you decide to do it with the sun, make sure that you don't forget your stones and everything else out there with the heat all day, because that's not good. Some of the stones are not made for that, for the heat, so you know, your choice. Okay, I also make with the moon water. I put it inside a spray, and I put inside. I add any fragrance that I like, like the lavender, chamomile, jasmine, anything that you like, you add a couple of drops of the essential oils inside, you shake it, and that water can help you energize your items in the altar. Stones, necklaces with stones in the altar itself, it helps with the cleansing and energizing and to power of the item. In case you don't have time to make the whole ordeal with the incense and blessing for cleansing your altar items and tools and stones, you can always do it with the moon water or the sun water. The moon water, it's stronger, I believe, than the sun when it comes to cleansing your tools from your altar. When it comes to energizing, the sun is as good as the moon. But when it comes to cleansing your items for the altar, it's best for you to do it with the moon water. I also want to talk about the wands that I mentioned before. The ones that we have in the HERBALIKAL video channel that we will be displaying is also part of what I do. I handcraft them and I paint them and I handcraft them, with a wood burner and all that stuff. And I do it according to what I use it for. The reason why I do it is because every preparation that I do, herbal preparation, whether it's for someone or for me, like I explained to you, I also involve the magic to make them more energetic and more successful. And what I dedicate a specific one for that job. So the one I did for the kitchen today was the beauty and youth oil, and so we use the papilio, like I said before, which means butterfly in Latin, and it has the power of healing. It also has an amethyst, and all that is used for also love and beauty, etc. So I use that particular one for that. I will be bringing you more information about those ones, the list of all the ones. And if you're interested in any of them, let me know. Write to me, to my email, like I gave you before, at herbalikal@gmail.com, or check out my webpage as well. If you want one, let us know in the email or give us a call at the number that you will see on my webpage. Give us a call and get in contact with us, and we can actually, make one for you specifically the way you want it. We'll give you the details of what we do, and we talk about it, okay? Also, don't forget to check out my webpage, like I said before, in herbalikal.wixsite.com/herb, and check out everything that we have there, including the designing product, which is a really cool thing. I will be bringing you more stories of what my herbs have done for people in the next segment, so please come back with us. I hope you enjoy this channel today, and I hope you keep coming because I have a lot of wonderful things for you to share. Let the herbs